could possibly imagine shooting at a concentration camp. Because, well, so basically, we got these Polish producers. They produced tons and tons of wonderful Polish movies. You would have seen them: Ida, Cold War, Zone of Interest, etc. And so she read the script, the Polish producer, and I spoke to her on the phone. I said, "So what can we do there? What's going to be a problem?" She goes, "No, you can do everything, but it will cost you $1 million to build the camp." I was like, "I'm sorry?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, No, we're just going to go there. Like, it takes place there." And she goes, No, it costs $1 million to do a build. You can't shoot at these places." And I my first thought was like, wait, who the fuck builds concentration camps for $1 million now? Like, what job is that? $1 million, and I was like, weird to ask a Jew for like, oh, we're going for $1 million. But so I realized our budget was $3 million, so we obviously couldn't do it for a 5-minute sequence to spend it there. So I started writing letters to anybody who I could think of, people who worked at, to try to get in touch with these people who work there, and to get so I would write letters to emails really to Holocaust memorials here in New York or in America, where I felt like I can maybe explain who I am and everything. And so finally we got in touch with them, and it took a long time to convince them, but basically what we finally wound up saying to them was basically, what we're trying to do in this movie is what you're trying to do every day, is you're trying to show modern, in their cases, visitors, in our cases, audience, movie audiences, what this place is and how it operates and what it functions, and to raise awareness for what it is, which is kind of what the movie's doing, by extension. And so it ended up becoming this really beautiful relationship where they were so happy that we were there. They now have a Google Street View inside the thing, so they're not shy. You can now walk through it. But they don't want movies there because every movie that wants to film at Majdanek wants to turn it into Auschwitz in 1943 and have Nazis running around and victims running around. And so, of course, they just say, this is a cemetery. You can't film your, fictional movie here. So with ours, they had an exception. I think we were the only, non-news thing to ever film there. And it was really generous. I, speak to them still a little bit, because they were just great people who worked there. Thank you so much. And